You might not believe this, but I don't care much about politicians and politics, even though I talk about it. Now, so that may be breaking news for you that I'm not a fan of politicians. There are a few. The remnant that is left, I love. The remnant that is left. You know, the Tom Cottons of the world, things like I love some of those guys. But the remnant's getting smaller, but I love it, and we know what God can do with a remnant. But for the most part, so Sam, what do we got? What's going on? Just to aggravate me. What's happening?
Dan, thankfully, you might not be a fan of politics or politicians, but I am, because I think it's a great way just to remind yourself of the fallenness of humanity on full display, and it can be quite comical. So, Hillary Clinton has officially endorsed Joe Biden. I don't know if that's just because no one else was available. That seems to be everyone's case. But she is officially endorsing Joe Biden. And this is amid, mind you, sexual assault allegations by Tara Reid back in, I believe, 1993 against Joe Biden. And this is the same Hillary Clinton who said that Brett Kavanaugh was very defensive and unconvincing during his testimony against accusations against him. So apparently Joe Biden mumbling and stumbling is quite convincing that he is innocent, but Kavanaugh giving an impassioned plea of his innocence is acting.
Well, you know what? I'm going to do something that I never thought in a million years I would ever do. But I'm going to defend Hillary Clinton. Here's how I'm going to defend her. She's not a hypocrite. Look who she's married to. Does anybody remember what happened in the Oval Office with the President of the United States, her husband? So, hey, why wouldn't she? Maybe what Joe Biden did is nothing to Hillary Clinton. So maybe she's not as hypocritical as we think she is. Maybe she's just following her instincts.
Well, we already know she has this streak. She only accuses people of sexual assault when it's convenient for her politically. What was it when Bill Clinton was accused of rape and sexual malfeasance? She was just calling those bimbo eruptions, I believe. So I don't know if that got her much credit on the feminist crowd or not. I think it really just depends if the person you're accusing has an R next to their name, and it's going to come down that way.
Right. So it would stand to reason, since none of that mattered to her, that this wouldn't matter to her either. And she's just going to go ahead and endorse. She continued to, not have a problem with her husband. So I guess she's not going to have a problem with Joe Biden now. It's all joke. It is comic relief is all it is. And I just find it in the midst of, and you bring up the best point about Brett Kavanaugh. In the midst of all of this, I don't know how anybody can come alongside, this and feel good about it. And I don't know. It's all just so crazy to me. It's all going to go away. It's not going to ever get any legs because mainstream media is never going to talk about it. But the worst part about it to me in all of this is the absolute, here we go again, nobody in the Democratic Party has learned that their base is not as dumb as they think they are. As a matter of fact, I would argue, as I have been, they're not dumb at all. They have more common sense than they get any credit for. And I'll tell you, if I were a Democrat that was part of that base, I'd be so insulted by this stuff.
Well, I don't know if they think because they sacrificed Al Franken on this altar a couple years ago, a senator that no one really cared about or had any political ramifications because he was sacrificed on this, that they paid their dues. But now that this is a presidential candidate, there's no way they can talk about that because that would have too much political ramification. They might backpedal it. I could see a situation where next year, if Biden loses, then they'll condemn him because there's no effect to them. They can just virtue signal in that way. And they'll say, no, we did condemn. They do it with Bill Clinton now. They say, oh, no, we condemned Bill Clinton. We didn't condemn him then because it would hurt us. But we're condemning him now, so we're being consistent.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say, though, Hillary Clinton wasn't being hypocritical because she's a politician, and those are basically two words that mean the same
Yeah,
exact
well,
thing.
that's true. Yes, that's true too. Yeah, that's right. It's just crazy, you know. They just pick and choose, and the media. You know, I think of Omar. You know, anti-Semitic, marrying her brother, part of the Muslim Brotherhood, a supporter of Sharia law, and that's perfectly okay.
Well, let me tell you something funny about all that too. She's a BDS supporter too, the boycott, divest, sanction Israel. But that movement is now saying that if Israel does come up with a vaccine or a reputable treatment, you're allowed to take that. So when it again, it goes back to what I say. If it helps you can put away your convictions.
If it helps you, that's right.
It's all depending on
we're
the
not going to
circumstance.
boycott the vaccine.
No, not at all.
Yeah, we don't want to
If the product helps me, I won't boycott it. But overall, boycott.
Yeah, exactly. It's pathetic.
Like I said, it's all amusing.
You keep following it because you've got a better temperament for me. You keep following it and then just fill me in every once in a while when I want to get.
Here's the thing, Dan. I have no expectations. That's what it is. Every day is a new day, and I'm not amazed by anything. I just come on, I read the news, and I'm like, well, yeah, that figures.
Hey, remember to click the subscribe button right here on the screen. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when new content is added. And more importantly than anything, you don't want to miss all 3 live hours of Financial Issues every day from 9 to noon. And you can watch it on FISM.tv. That's FISM.tv.